Well, happy morning to y'all. Another one. Spent the night out here at a Pilot. I love these kinds of places because they're safe. There's lots of people around. It's very well lit. Yes, it's very noisy with the trucks, but you know, 24/7 bathrooms, food, all kind of stuff you can imagine, and accessories if you need something like I had to the first trip for Thanksgiving, which you didn't see because I deleted it. But anyways, we have plenty of time today. Just filled up on gas, 309. So right here, December 22nd, that's very nice, 2021. That's very nice compared to Reno, which is 415, 417. So yeah, well, we're gonna go grab ourselves a typical American breakfast. And like I said, we got plenty of time to make it over to the Denver area and see my buddy, catch up. I'll probably spend some time, head around the area, just seeing what the heck's around. But yeah, yes. This morning woke up 21 degrees, 23 when I started moving around. Fired up the Mr. Heater, and in 10 minutes, it had increased the temperature a little over 30 degrees, 30 plus degrees. So that was nice. It's actually enjoyable to get my clothes on and around. So I wish I'd have had that yesterday morning when it was 15 degrees in there. Would have really came in handy. But anyways, all right, breakfast, and we're gonna hit one thing I forgot to mention. The Jackery, which I got powered up, it survived the night. It survived the night. And all it had was the WeatherTech blackouts on. I forgot to cover it. So great. Those things really, really, really work. Just in case you're wondering. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do?
No, it's good for now.
Enjoy.
Never actually seen that done before. Anybody who's driven east or eastbound on I-70 is gonna know this already. I haven't been out this way in a long time in Colorado. While it is beautiful, and I just passed Vail and Silverthorne and some other towns. I mean, it is beautiful, don't get me wrong. The country's gorgeous, but man, I-70, at least eastbound, they have construction on it right now, but they have some serious need for construction. The road is not that good. Yeah, it's just not that good. You can probably hear you feel like, now this is like the good lane too. So I'm gonna get to the Denver area really early and scout some places out to just hang out and whatever, but I gotta say, this drive out east on I-70 has just been kind of nightmarish for the traffic, the hill climb, but also the condition of the roads. Just dang. Oof. Well, good morning, everyone. I chose not to film most of the day. I'm not sure where I left off. I think I'm just going to run the 2 days together. So, I'm in Littleton, Colorado, or thereabouts. Had a great night over at Breckenridge Brewery. Buddy from high school. Haven't seen him in 13 years, since our 10-year high school reunion. Met up with him, caught up with him, stayed the night at his house with his family. It was fantastic. Nice to sleep in a bed. Warm bed, have access to a shower and toilet and all that. So, but that's just life, you know, living in a truck. If you're, you know, mobile life and you don't have a full RV or camper van. So grateful for it. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Now we're gonna go see, well, wait a little bit. It's super early. It's actually a pretty mild day. 6:11. Gonna go see a friend, get a birthday present, and then head down to Santa Fe. Interestingly enough, didn't plan this out, I am just coincidentally ahead of the storm. So there's a storm coming in, let's see, it'll be Thursday night, Friday, and so I am just ahead of these storms as I'm coming across the country. Now going back, I don't know how it's going to look, because they can sometimes close I-70. So if I have to take a southern route, I've got a whole week to do it to get home. But anyways, yeah, just a happy accident. I was going this way anyway and just ahead of the storms. So makes it a lot easier going on I-70 in the mountains and the Rockies for sure. So, all right, well, I'm going to grab some breakfast. I will let y'all go. Peace. It's another gorgeous morning in Colorado. Look at that. Hope it comes out well on the GoPro, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Mornings like this, mild morning, temperature-wise, beautiful sunrises, makes driving all that much more pleasurable, especially when you have to do it for long distance. I haven't done a lot of filming in the last day or two, actually today and yesterday, because some of that's just my personally identifiable life, and there's no real reason to shoot some of that. Some people don't want to be on YouTube, and I respect that. And, you know, I'd always ask them if, you know, they're comfortable with that before doing anything. And so my impression, given most people's no in my life. But anyway, the drive down from Colorado Springs is pretty uneventful, pretty typical, pretty standard. Not a lot to show really. I will say though that the roads are not as well maintained. I crossed over into New Mexico a little ways back. There was no real sign or anything. It's just pretty uneventful. But for a while there, geez, the road was so bad, and they're doing road work, construction, and it's like, you guys need to do a lot better job than that. So anyways, we're gonna head to Santa Fe, see my old work buddy, catch up with him, and maybe even get a chance to try some New Mexico Santa Fe beer out here. And yeah, then we'll head on over to Oklahoma tomorrow. But you're gonna see probably these videos run together, these days just kind of run together, because kind of uneventful. It's the same old thing. You're just driving 5-6 hours a day. Tomorrow's gonna be at least an 8-hour day, and it's pretty much the same thing every time. Oh, we'll say the Jackery has performed very well. It was at 77% this morning. Just the car charger was able to top it up here. And I let it go. I actually forgot it was going. So now it's going right now. It's at 95%. You're not really supposed to charge it up to 100%. I got it up to 96. So right now the 12 volt fridge is going. But this Jackery has worked out great. Every day when I drive, I just plug in the car charger. It draws about 105 watts or so. And with the time that I'm driving, it just it tops off. So I just keep topping it off, so I don't really have to worry about you know, the brick and plugging it into a wall outlet. So that's really nice, just to be able to do this. So anyway, here's some of the scenery. As we're here in northern New Mexico. And that's not real Las Vegas, and we know that. 104 Santa Fe, 168. So yeah. Anywho, I will let y'all go. Probably won't film much, if much at all, the rest of the day. But if we do, we do. So, all right, y'all. See ya. And if this is the last bit of it, then good night. But probably not. Morning, everyone. Well, it's right about 6 a.m. I had a good night catching up with my work buddy. Stayed the night at this Motel 6. Actually, let me anyways, stayed the night at this Motel 6. And you know, it was good. Good enough. Very thin walls, but it worked. And now we're off to see my cousin on the big drive day. Here's what's interesting. Paid with tax $70, $71. So, but the room walls were super thin. You could hear everything. So I was like, oh. But everything else was like $200 and something, and one was like $350. So I was like, all right, well, for one night, just to be able to sleep in a bed, use a bathroom, take a shower, have a place to stay, I'll do it. But it worked out great. And it's a mild morning. It's only 36 here in Santa Fe. So yeah, it's interesting to see the mask changes from state to state and within the state. Some people are just super scared. They are, I mean, just all about it. And others are just like, nope, we're done. You know, take the mask off. Or if you walk in, they're not gonna say anything. They'll tell you, like, we're not gonna say anything about it. But you can get the sense that there's a distinct group of two people. One who are, and I think in the minority at this point, they're like all about the masks. The masks really work for the coronavirus, and like, you've got to have the mask, and this is why we're at where we're at. And the others are, you know what, I'm done. We're done with this. We're done with your state mandate. There is one in effect, so you got to do it indoor. But people are just sort of done, and that seems to be the majority of people because of who I talk to and sort of the stuff that they say. So it's just been really interesting to go from place to place to place and observe people and how people are different with this. And it's not political either. Don't like jump in the comment section and say, oh, no. If you do that, I'll start deleting your comments and blocking you. I don't need any of that. All I'm saying is it's interesting to observe from place to place to place. I've been in liberal and conservative states, and liberal and conservative parts of a state, and I don't see a politicization of it. I see it's much more practical. It's much more, I'm done with this, or I'm not done with this and I want more, or, you know, we need more, you know, it's not political. And also, because the Wi-Fi is so sketchy and so spotty out here, if I don't get a chance to publish anything and say anything to y'all, have a Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Dean, if you're watching. Shout out to you. Happy holidays to everyone out there, all my subscribers, everyone, however you celebrate the holiday season. Stay safe, stay warm. Have a great one. May good fortune find you. Wish you the best. So, I'm gonna head out. Peace. You were pretty decent, and hello, Texas. Actually, New Mexico was fine. It was great to see Alan. It was great. Now we're in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. I don't know if you can see that. You can't smell it. There was a whole bunch of it before. I just turned this camera on. Ugh. That's where our hamburgers come from. Many of those fields or farms. I'm still eating hamburgers, but just say no. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'm not a vegetarian, not a vegan, maybe flexitarian. Ooh, that smell. Ooh. But same thing with the cattle. From a regenerative farm and grass-fed, grass-finished, and such and such and such. I'm not gonna preach to you. That's not what I'm for. I'm from Kansas, for crying out loud. So, yeah. But I don't know. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. So, I don't know. I thought you should see it too. Whatever. Amarillo, Texas. It is 73 out. Wow. Not gonna complain. That's a full $1.30 cheaper. $1.30 cheaper than Reno, at least. Jesus. Thank you, Texas. All right. Another 3-state day. Well, a little over half an hour before I arrive at my family member's house, my cousin's. So I'm probably gonna just call it here, like yesterday. It's been a long day of driving. I started at 6 a.m., had lunch, and I'll be there like a little after 4. So yeah, that's a long day. But thankfully this is the last of the big drives. So anyways, have a great one, y'all. Not much here. I'm gonna wrap it up into the other video series probably. But yeah, so far so good. Everything looks good over here. Everything is going well. It's just typical Oklahoma, Texas, flat, boring driving. So anyways, that's just one of the things I've learned to deal with on these long trips. Podcasts can only do so much. They're only so, you know, entertaining, and then you listen to the radio and your own songs that you got saved on your phone or whatever, and you know, you just got to break it up. But yeah, so I don't know if I'd be able to do this. Like, I don't think I could be a trucker. I couldn't be a trucker. I couldn't do that. I don't think so. So, all right. Well, have a great evening, everyone. And like I said earlier in the video, if I don't get a chance to publish anything or with Wi-Fi or even make a video because I got a lot to put together, have a happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, however you celebrate the holiday, and stay safe, stay warm, and hopefully I'll have something for you tomorrow, or I can put something out, but I'll certainly film and put something together later on. So thanks. See ya. Well, good morning, everyone. I hope this finds you well. It's Christmas Eve. Late start. Leaving a little before 10. It was a great time spending time with my cousin. I never regret it. It's always wonderful. We had a great time catching up. And we definitely need to see more family more often. It's kind of funny because I said it before, but I deleted those Thanksgiving videos, which I've done all this before, so it feels kind of weird to me, but not to you per se. So anyway, another long drive, not nearly as long as yesterday, thank God. And I think we'll do minimal shooting here again, so we're just gonna wrap these up. But you know, the Oklahoma is pretty flat. Same thing with parts of Texas and Kansas. So any event, Merry Christmas Eve, or however you celebrate this holiday, and the holiday eve, and the entire season. And yeah, typical stuff. Gas was like $2.50 or $2.70, which is amazing, coming from $4.17. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. But anyways, have a great day, everyone. I'll film a little bit minimally here on Christmas Eve, and I will maybe tonight be able to get to some actual Wi-Fi for a period of time, put some videos together. Who knows? But if I don't, I don't. This is all about having fun, not being obligated. So thanks so much for all the subscribers for watching any of this. Just some of my shenanigans and such on the mobile camping or truck camping lifestyle. So all right, enough blabbing, get to driving. See y'all later. So something that's been kind of rolling in my brain for a minute now on this trip, was with the last trip as well. You've kind of maybe seen me allude to it, but it's very interesting to me how diverse this country is, and just on the small trip here out west, you know, everything from the people to the places and the policies and on all the, you know, kind of stuff going on. And then also with the weather, I mean, it's 79 degrees right now in Oklahoma. Well, actually in Kansas, we just crossing over to Kansas. But I mean, I woke up just a few days ago, I woke up in 15-degree weather. Freezing. And then the next day it was 21, woo woo. And then this morning I wake up, and granted I was with my, you know, cousin, and we're in her apartment, but you know, out here I woke up and it was 73 degrees outside. So just, I mean, you know, and I'm back home, you know, in Reno, it's snowing, it's got wind and ice mix, all that stuff. It's all going on right now. And out here it's like a heat wave. I almost have the AC on. And it's just the diversity of land, the diversity of people, the diversity of culture, the diversity of everything is just so interesting to me. And in just the period of time that I've been driving out here. So yeah, you can say what you want about this country, but we are extremely diverse, and it's just been on so many on everything, and it's just been very interesting to observe that in multiple domains. So that's all I really wanted to say on this drive up. I'll quit rambling, but it's just, yeah, just amazing to me how much diversity and how very different we are, and all crammed together in this place. So, all right, bye. We are. Welcome to Kansas. Quite the sight, huh? This is pretty much kind of home. Real quick, just a shout out to ICECO for this 50 quart. It's the 50 P or JP edition, and it is. Let's see what's the temperature, because it's about 8 degrees. It's 79 degrees. It's hotter than that in here. And so if you have beer, like I'm transporting beer to my house, my hometown, and all that, and back, just bringing beers back to the guys to do some bottle shares. Once beer gets about 80 degrees, it'll create off flavors. So having a 12-volt fridge like this, powered by the Jackery, is really great. I can save those beers. I don't have to worry about them having off flavors and being flawed now. It's really great to have. So I would encourage it if you guys are looking at doing some longer distance travels and you don't have a built-in fridge or something like that, like a 120. 12-volt fridge is really good. You can go with Dometic, ICECO. I mean, there's all kinds that are on the market, but this fridge is just working out fantastic, and I have it set down to right about freezing, so that way all of it will stay really, really cold. And I got something frozen that I'm trying to keep from my cousin to get my mom, so I put it on the bottom and that'll stay frozen. So yeah, shout out to ICECO. Sorry for the continuing, but shout out to ICECO on this, because it's keeping all of those, even my water in there. I got my extra water in there, and keeping that all nice and cold. So yeah, it's, like I said, use Dometic, use ICECO, use whatever you want. But a 12-volt fridge is a definite option that maybe you want to consider. It's better than having everything waterlogged. So, all right, that's my rant. Thanks for listening.